Good afternoon. This is Rashad Mitchell coming to you live from my YouTube channel as I continue on my part series, The Week That Was, College Football's History and Review, the 1955 college football season. Now I'm in week 9, so I'm progressing closer to the end of looking at the 1955 regular season. Then I'm getting to the postseason and everything that took place with the bowl games and stuff like that. So that's coming up, but first and foremost, it's all about uh, getting past week 9. Recap the games that were played on week 9, November 12th, 1955. Here we go. Let's go. Princeton beat Yale by a score of 13-0. As dominating scoreless first half, Yale lost big chance on opening drive when Eli's went 67 yards but lost fumble to Princeton in defensive end Ben Spinelli at 1 yard line. Yale soon retaliated with move to Nassau 29-yard line. After the touchdown was nullified, Bulldogs quarterback Dean Lux suffered interception to Tigers wing-back defensive back Bill Agnew. Into Princeton to tailback Royce Flippin, injured all seasons, who came off bench for only 13 plays but contributed his usual dramatics against Bulldogs. Flippin's third quarter of 4-yard run was Gaines' first touchdown, so which he set up with 9-yard pass to wingback Agnew, held to 50 yards in the second half. So Yale eventually was doomed by a one-handed interception by Princeton in defensive end Joe DiRenzo, which he turned into 18-yard touchdown with 1:03 to go. Penn State beat Rutgers 34-13 as halfback Lenny Moore, with 179 yards rushing on 9 carries and 3 touchdowns, set Penn State single-game rushing record to date, scoring on 80, 60, and 22-yard runs. Late in the first quarter, Moore took pitch out and zoomed around right in and up sideline for 80 yards, longest touchdown run to date in Nittany Lions history. State scored on its next series as it went 80 yards as fullback Bill Straub dragged Rutgers halfback defensive back Greg Holmes over goal line. Holmes returned favor with a 4-yard touchdown run at end of the 52-yard trip that pulled Scarlet Knights within a 13-6 score at halftime. So Lions quarterback Milt Plum keyed early third quarter touchdown drive with 19-yard pass on the 4th down to end Jack Ferris. And Plum slammed 9 yards to score on sneak. Moore sandwiched 2 more touchdowns around Knights. Fullback Jack Lavorti's 1-yard touchdown plunge that came on heels of fumble recovery at Penn State 25-yard line. Pittsburgh, the number 17 team in the country, defeated number 6 West Virginia by a score of 26-7 as West Virginia's undefeated dream crumbled in hands of its most bitter rival. West Virginia University allowed Panthers to score on first quarter pass from quarterback Pete Neff to end Joe Walton. In third quarter, Pitt added quick touchdowns by Neff and fullback Tom Jenkins off fumbles recovery. Clock ran out as pass interference penalty was called against the Panthers at their 5-yard line, and fullback Joe McCorney scored on Gaines' last play to avert Mountaineers' first whitewash in 43 games. With Pitt Stadium goalposts long gone to 57,996 celebrants, Pitt conceded meaningless conversion kick to West Virginia. Next, number 2 Maryland defeated Clemson 25-12 as Stone Tigers cornered Terrapins with early 12-0 lead on season's first possession by Clemson and Dawson Rivers for 14-yard touchdown. Halfback Joel Wells 50-yard touchdown burst on opening play of second quarter, but 15-yard roughness penalty called on Tigers in second quarter. Turned tide as Maryland was granted first down at Clemson 36-yard line. Terps halfback Ed Verib scored 5 plays later on a 1-yard blast, his nation's leading 14th touchdown of the year. Terrapins controlled ball 26 plays to Tigers 5 in third quarter and grabbed permanent lead at 13-12 after receiving second half kickoff. Verib caught 14-yard touchdown pass from quarterback Lynn Baytall, another Baytall touchdown pass in the fourth quarter. 16 yards to end. Bill Walker helped build number 2 Orange Bowl bound Maryland's margin. Vanderbilt defeated Tulane by a score of 20-7. Guard Larry Frank blocked punt by Tulane. Fullback punter Ronnie Quillen as early indication of Vanderbilt line superiority as Commodores surged to their 5th win in a row from 2 yard line. Vandy halfback Joe Scales pushed over for 7-0 lead. Vanderbilt held on its 35-yard later. Excuse me. Vanderbilt held on its 35-yard line later in the first quarter, and launched touchdown drives spiced with 10 and 17 yards runs. But fullback Phil King Green Wave took advantage of short punt to Anson Quillen's 13-yard smash to cap 26-yard trip to pay dirt. Halfback Charlie Horton registered Vandy's last touchdown in third quarter with Dandy 20-yard gallop through right tackle Art Demus block. Michigan State, number 3 team in the country, beat Minnesota 42-14. Spartans racked up Big Ten season at 5-1 by trouncing Golden Gophers, but needed Rose Bowl help next Saturday from Ohio State 20-10 winners over Iowa against Michigan, which swamped Indiana's 30-0. Minnesota put up good front early, but pair of big plays by fullback Jerry Planutis launched Michigan State. Planutis blocked every punt by Gophers fullback punter Kelvin Kleber, and Michigan State University and Dave Kaiser scooped it up to score from 12 yards out. So Gophers tied it at 7-7 by going 68 yards and 10 runs, sparked by fullback Rich Bostad's 4 carries and 26-yard runs. Later in first quarter, Planutis raced 53 yards to set up halfback Walt Kowalski's touchdown sweep, and guard Archie Matsos followed with punt block for safety, long passes by Michigan State quarterback Earl Morrall, and end-around touchdown run by sub-end Tony Godozzi helped build route to 23-7 by halftime. Minnesota opened up its pass attempt attack in third quarter. Spartans came up with pair interceptions by fullback defensive back Gary Lowe and center linebacker John Matzo that led to 2 of their trios of touchdowns in third quarter. Number 1, Oklahoma beat Iowa State 52-0. Halfback Bob Burris started Oklahoma's scoring rampage with 34-yard break behind tackle Cecil Moore's block. Then when Iowa State tackle punter Ray Tweeton boomed soaring punt toward goal line, Sooners dashing halfback Tommy McDonald fielded at 9-yard line and sped and gyrated 91 yards to score. Sub halfback Delbert took long touchdown pass from quarterback Carl Dodd, and sub halfback Clinton Thomas scored another touchdown before halftime. Afterward, Cyclones halfback Hank Philman was duly impressed by number 1 Sooners. They're so fast you don't get much chance to see who it is that hurt you. Number 8 Texas Christian defeated Texas by a score of 47-20. As legend of TCU halfback Jim Swink mushroomed with 235 yards rushing, touchdown runs of 162, 57, 34-yard touchdowns. Swink's season totals reached 1,086 yards on the ground with 17 touchdowns and 107 points. Horned Frogs quarterback Chuck Curtis clipped 44, 36, 41-yard touchdown pass to halfback Ken Weinberg and Brian Ingram and O'Day Williams, respectively. TCU rolled up 523 yards, most to date against any Texas team. So Longhorns enjoyed short-lived 7-6 lead in second quarter. After Swink's 1-yard touchdown plunge, Texas halfback Delano Womack slipped off, stacked the lines, and found end zone from 2-yard line. Halfback kicker Walt Frondren converted for 1-point edge, but Frogs came back for 27 halftime lead. It could have been worse, but Steers quarterback defensive back Gene Reeves made interception and raced 83 yards for touchdown. Number 9 Texas A&M beat Rice by a score of 20-12 as slumping Owls threw the strong defense at Aggies and managed to surprise the 12-0 lead on fourth quarter runs by quarterback King Hill that led to halfback Paul Zipperlin's 2 touchdown runs. So glorious upset by Rice seemed at hand at Owls as Owls punted ball away from 340 to ball play. So in for injured halfback John David Crow, Texas A&M halfback Lloyd Taylor from Martian territory of Roswell, New Mexico, took pitch out, went 58 yards behind blocks of ends Bobby Drake Keith and Gene Stallings, and then scored from 3-yard line to give his team some hope at 12-7. Stallings jumped high to take Aggies on side kickoff recovery, and Taylor got behind Owls defensive backs on next play 43-yard touchdown catch from quarterback Jimmy Wright and sudden 14-12 Aggies lead. So fullback linebacker Jack Pardee's 37-yard interception return of Hill's long pass helped halfback Don Watson's 3-yard run for touchdown. A&M's third score coming within a miraculous 2:18 span. Arizona State defeated University of Texas Western 20-13. So twice Texas Western went ahead. Twice border conference leader Arizona State came from behind. Minus halfback Don Maynard swiftly went 22 yards to second quarter touchdown. Sun Devils tied it 7-7 on a 9-yard pass from quarterback Dave Graybill to end Charlie Mackey. In third quarter, Texas Western quarterback Jesse Whittington threw medium range pass to end Dick Forrest, who eluded tacklers for a 90-yard touchdown. Roughing penalty on punt gave new life to Sun Devils' next drive, and Graybill sneaked over for 14-13 margin early in the fourth quarter. Defensive tackle John Jenkins separated Whittington from ball at minus 12-yard line. ASU fullback Bob Settler crashed over for insurance touchdown with 6:30 on clock. Sun Devils halfback Bobby Mercado rushed 893 yards on 18 carries. Number 4, UCLA beat Washington 19-17. Washington booster R.C. Torrance delivered stirring pregame speech. Previously demoralized Huskies nearly upset mighty Bruins of Westwood. UCLA lost tailback Ronnie Knox early with broken fibula. Their weakened pass attack suffered 61-yard interception touchdown return by Huskies fullback defensive back Jim Jones to tie it at 7-7. So Huskies built 17-14 lead, which they nursed well into fourth quarter. From deep on in, Washington quarterback Steve Rope conceded safety to slice it to 17-16. UCLA took free kick, drove to wingback kicker Jim Decker's winning 35-yard field goal with 18 seconds left. Oregon State beat California 16-14, blocking back kicker Ted Searles' 21-yard field goal in the third quarter. Top 2 big plays in first quarter to launch Oregon State to undisputed second place status in PCC. Now the Beavers fullback Tom Berry substituting for injured fullback Earl Winstead burst up middle on game second snap and raced 71 yards to score. So after California had taken 7-6 advantage on halfback Ted Granger's 66 yards off tackle scamper, Oregon State struck with 53-yard touchdown pass from tailback Ray Westfall to speedy wingback Sam Wesley. Still, Golden Bears enjoyed 14-13 halftime edge on second quarter touchdown pass by quarterback Hugh McGuire to fullback Steve DeMeth. Wesley slipped and dodged for 32 yards, rushing on 43-yard trip to Cal 4-yard line in third quarter. When Searle made his three-pointer, Beavers had a 2-point lead that would protect them at their 22-yard line in fourth quarter. Now that concludes a look at the games that were played on November 12th, 1955, week 9 of that week, November 12th, 1955. So we're going to look at the AP poll as of November 14th. We're going to look at number 1, Oklahoma. They was the number 1 team in the country. Number 2, Maryland. Number 3, Michigan State. Number 4, Notre Dame. Number 5, UCLA. Number 6, Michigan. Again, I'll start over again for the AP poll of November 14th, 1955. Number 1 was Oklahoma. Number 2, Maryland. Michigan State. Number 3, Notre Dame. Number 4, number 5, UCLA. Number 6, Michigan. Texas Christian was number 7. Texas A&M was number 8. Number 9 was Ohio State. Number 10 was Georgia Tech. Followed by number 11, Navy. Number 12, Auburn. Number 13, West Virginia. Number 14, Mississippi. Number 15, Pittsburgh. Number 16, Miami of Ohio. Number 17, Tennessee. Number 18, Stanford. Number 19, Oregon State. Number 20, Duke. So that concludes a look at the week that was college football's history and review, the 1955 college football season, week 9 of November 12th, 1955. Please subscribe to the channel, like, comment, do whatever you can to support this series. this channel in general. I'll do another video that deals with this series tomorrow. So until then, talk to you tomorrow.